Today I'm going to tell you an interesting story about the life of Saint Darerca. Saint Darerca is also known as the Mother of Saints because she had 7 children who became saints, and she is also the sister of Saint Patrick. She was born in the 5th century into a devout Christian family during the turbulent beginnings of Christianity in Europe. Although little was recorded about her early years, she was remembered as the sister of Saint Patrick who faithfully stood beside him as he worked to establish Christianity. When she was young, Darerca was married twice. Her first marriage was to Conan Meriadoc, the king of Brittany, with whom she had several children. Later she married Chonas the Briton, with whom she shared a longer life together. From these marriages she bore 17 children, many of whom devoted their lives to the service of God. In the early days of Patrick's mission, when he struggled to find helpers for his work, he turned to his sister's children. With their support, he was able to establish Christian communities across Ireland and beyond, with her sons serving as bishops to shepherd the faithful. Darerca's children became shining examples of dedication to God, and 7 of them are honored as saints. Among them were Saint Mel of Ardagh, a key figure in building the church in Ireland. Saint Riach was a courageous missionary bishop in Mara, Ireland, who fearlessly preached the gospel and converted many to Christianity. Saint Moinus of Fournier, who devoted his life to inspiring the faithful Christians in Longford. Saint Auxilius, who humbly assisted Saint Patrick in his missionary work throughout Ireland and cared for the needs of poor Christians. And Saint Banban, appointed pastor of Domhnach Mor by Saint Patrick himself, who worked tirelessly to care for the spiritual needs of his community. Her daughters, too, embraced holiness, such as Saint Ica of Kilglass, who supported the Christian mission in Irish communities, and Saint Laloc of Senlis, remembered for her steadfast devotion and a life of purity, inspiring the Christian community in France. Some traditions even claim that more than 7 of Darerca's children were venerated as saints, though not all are historically confirmed. What remains certain is that she willingly offered her family to God's service, devoting her life to the spread of Christianity. She was admired not only as a mother but also as a woman of great faith. She supported Patrick not only by encouraging her children but also by laboring alongside him. She also opened her home to early Christians as a place of worship and fellowship, and even provided meals to sustain them. Her life stands as a beacon of hope during the fragile beginnings of the Church in Europe, a time when few were willing to sacrifice everything for Christ. Although there is no known relic of her body that has survived, tradition holds that she lived, worked, and was buried in Valentia Island in Ireland. This was also the place where she was greatly venerated as their patron saint, and she is also venerated as the patron saint of mothers. Her feast day is celebrated every 22nd of March. If you like stories like this, support us, follow, like, and subscribe.